7 years ago, Nikola Jokic was drafted to the Denver Nuggets with the 41st pick, and he is the greatest draft steal of all time. But what if he was picked at number 29, joining Kevin Durant on the Thunder? How many championships would this team win? Today we're going to find out by fixing some of the craziest draft mistakes and changing NBA history forever. 1996, one decision rewrites basketball history. Instead of going 13th to the Hornets, Kobe Bryant hears his name first. The Philadelphia 76ers. The roster is barren, and the locker room feels like a team without a future. But training camp changes everything. Kobe walks in, and from the first scrimmage, he is the best player in the gym. 18 years old, already the number one option, already the face of the franchise. From opening night, he attacks defenders like he's been in the league for a decade. No fear, no hesitation. He scores at will, forces double teams, and embraces the pressure. By season's end, it's not even close. Kobe wins the Rookie of the Year. But Philadelphia is still miles from contention. They missed the playoffs entirely, and that disappointment would set up their next blessing. With the number 2 pick in 1997, the Sixers add Tracy McGrady, another teenage phenom. Suddenly, the city has something it hasn't had in years: hope. Whispers start in training camp. Could Kobe and T-Mac be the next face of the NBA? In 1998, Kobe makes his first All-Star team, averaging just over 20 a game. The highlight of this season, multiple matchups against his idol Michael Jordan, moments he dreamed about since childhood. T-Mac, meanwhile, has a quiet but steady rookie campaign, good enough to make an all-rookie first team. But then comes their trial by fire. Round 1 of the playoffs against MJ's Bulls. Even at the tail end of his career, Jordan is still the most dangerous man alive on a basketball court. Chicago storms ahead 2-1 in the series, looking to finish it in Game 4. Kobe Bryant is up against his idol, Michael Jordan. And it's a tough matchup as they do get a bucket-to-go three-point game here. But this game at home is going to be tough as Kukoc gets to the basket. And nobody's going to stop Jordan from getting that 6th ring unless the Sixers can get a big win here and force a Game 5. Coleman, tough shot is missed. Ron Harper driving inside as he draws the foul. Maybe they should find Kobe or T-Mac. I don't know why they're not just passing it to any of them. It's really, you're not going to be able to score over Dennis Rodman. It's not happening. Jordan closes the door, sending the young Sixers home. But the lesson is invaluable. Kobe and T-Mac have now seen the very peak of the mountain as they grind in the offseason. By year 3, Kobe's production explodes. Fans debate whether he was snubbed from an All-NBA team, with T-Mac growing into a dangerous secondary scorer. The playoffs return to Philly. Round 1, Washington never stands a chance. Kobe controls every game, McGrady fills every gap, and the Sixers cruise. Round 2 would bring the Miami Heat, and Miami takes them out in 6. But in true Kobe fashion, he puts his head down and grinds in the offseason. In 2000, Kobe would come back sharper and more hungry than ever. He makes his first All-NBA team, with Tracy McGrady averaging over 20 points for the first time, and the Sixers take the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. The first step would be revenge in Miami, and it's brutal. Philly runs them off the floor, sweeping the Heat with ease. The Hawks in round 2 are even less of a threat, lasting just 5 games. Then comes the real test: Reggie Miller and the Indiana Pacers. Veteran leadership versus youthful energy. Indiana throws every trick in the book at Philly, but Kobe and T-Mac's sheer talent keeps them ahead. Game 6 will go down to the last minute. Jackson spins. They're going to have to make a move. I don't know what this offense is. It's a very interesting offense. Tough shot is good. Great pass to Ratcliffe. Can't finish the layup, though. It's blocked. Here comes the Pacers. Chris Mullin. An old Chris Mullin. Tough shot is good. All of a sudden, it's a 1-point game. Kobe Bryant driving. Tough shot is good. Takes the lead back to 3. Screen is set. Taking it inside on McKee as he draws the foul. Screen comes. Kobe taking it inside. Tough bucket as he draws the foul. Best into Davis. I don't know why they're trying to go for 2. They need a 3-pointer here. Jalen Rose going to put it up and miss. Now they really need a three-pointer. Reggie Miller on the perimeter, out to Best. Why wouldn't Reggie shoot this shot? I don't know. Philly would close it out, and they're sending their young stars to the NBA Finals. The opponent, Shaquille O'Neal and the Los Angeles Lakers, the most dominant player in the world at the height of his powers. Shaq owns the paint in games 1 and 3, giving LA a 2-1 lead. But Philly fights to even the series late in Game 4. Kobe looking to win his first title in Philly against the Los Angeles Lakers. Shaw is going to hit Shaq in the paint, who is virtually unstoppable in the 2000 season. Misses the layup, though. They're able to stop him on that possession. Here comes Kukoc. Out to Tracy McGrady. T-Mac all the way to the basket. Tough shot is good. Big time play from Tracy McGrady. Shaq on the cut. They go to him deep in the post. Puts it up and misses again. Kobe grabs hold of the rebound out to McKee. Spins into T-Mac. Tracy McGrady misses the lefty layup. Shaq in the post. He's been 0 for 3 since we started watching him. What is that shot? That is not your body, Shaq. And he's just like that. He's cold. Kobe driving inside on Tyronn Lue as he draws the foul. Can't find the shot. Back out to Shaq. Now it's Ron Harper. Shaq on the cut. They get it to him and he finally gets a dunk. Shaq taking it inside. Did he step out of bounds? I'm not even sure. Yeah, I think he stepped out of bounds. Wow. And so the Philadelphia 76ers tie up the series. But back at Staples Center, Shaq unleashes a 37-point demolition, pushing the Lakers ahead. In Game 6, Kobe does everything in his power to save the season. Shaq at the line. Now the funny thing about 2K is they let Shaq actually make free throws. We all know in real life he was not going back-to-back, especially with a minute left in the fourth quarter. McGrady doesn't take the three. He's going to drive inside. Tough bucket with the left hand. Shaq deep in the post, trying to win his first championship. Derek Fisher is wide open. How does he miss that layup? Kobe step back, driving. That's a great pass to Snow. Shaq is there for the defense. Shaq has a huge mismatch. They're going to get it to him. The double team should be coming. That is an interesting shot. Why is Shaq taking post fadeaways? To Hill. Kobe coming off the screen. Wide open three-pointer. Bang! Kobe beat Bryant. Takes the lead for 3. Glenn Rice now into Shaq. Double team comes. Shaq trying to force it up with the left hand. Puts it in with 0.2 seconds on the shot clock. Shaq wins it for the Lakers. It's gonna be Shaq winning his first title with the Los Angeles Lakers. Kobe is devastated. Still though, reaching the finals is a huge accomplishment and it transforms the team. As Kobe rises to a 95 overall, McGrady rises to an 88. And this next year, Kobe puts up one of the greatest seasons in league history. 36 points a night, an MVP trophy, and undeniable status as one of the best players alive. T-Mac shines too, as an all-star and an all-NBA member, and an absolutely perfect complement to Kobe's fire. But what's individual success without team success? Because the critics are now stating that Kobe is not fit enough to lead a team to a championship, and he really wants to prove the doubters wrong. Taking down the Pistons in a sweep and rematching Reggie Miller and the Pacers, where this time it would be very easy. Every game, Kobe and T-Mac taking turns. One game, Kobe would drop 40, and the next would be T-Mac, as they destroy the entire Eastern Conference and reach back-to-back NBA Finals. This time, it's Chris Webber, Peja Stojakovic, and the Sacramento Kings. A team built to run and gun. The West's strength is obvious, but Philly grinds out a 3-2 lead heading to Game 6. Game 6 will go down to the last minute. There's a chance Kobe might finally win his first NBA championship against this great Sacramento Kings team. Eric Snow driving it on Jason Williams. Tough shot is good. Lottie Divac sets a screen. Chris Webber, that's an easy mid-range. Misses. Kobe the rebound, and here they come. Back out to Kobe. 4 seconds. This is a huge possession. 3 seconds. Kobe. Shot clock violation. Behind the back pass to Webber. Webber, tough shot. Misses. Vlade, the big rebound. Trying to shoot it over to Dikembe Mutombo. No, 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 not today. Here comes the Dikembe Mutombo setting a big body screen. Tracy McGrady, that's the biggest shot of the night as he misses. Vlade Divac the rebound. Here's Jason Williams. Doug Christie sets a screen. Jay Will into Weber. T-Mac on him. Slight mismatch. Post fade away. Big time shot from Chris Webber. Sacramento in desperate need of a three. Jason Williams pulls one and misses. The Sixers win it all. Kobe, Finals MVP at just 23 years old. The city of Philadelphia celebrates its first championship in decades. After they both collect their first ring, this duo is on top of the world. Where 2002 would see many fans officially labeling Kobe as the best player in the world, as he averages 30 points a night, with Tracy McGrady continuing to level up, averaging 25 for the first time. And this year, the Philadelphia 76ers are hunting for back-to-back championships. And Kobe knows his team is good enough to do it, sweeping the Pistons and continuing their dominance through a weak Eastern Conference as they beat the Miami Heat in 5, this year playing Jason Kidd and the New Jersey Nets. And while this Nets team is good, they aren't on Kobe and T-Mac's level, taking a solid 2-1 lead with Game 4 going down to the last minute. Here's Jason Kidd at the line for New Jersey, recently added to this team in the offseason. Big time pickup for them, and he's looking to make it a 1-point game. At the line as he knocks down the second. Instead of him being drafted to the Sixers, it was actually T-Mac in 1997. Fun fact. T-Mac rises for three and misses. Back out. Here's Kenyon Martin. Now Jason Kidd. Kidd looking to take the lead. Spins. Tough bucket is missed. Storming down the court. That's a bad pass as Kenyon Martin gets an easy steal. Jason Kidd with it. Taking it inside. Mutombo's there, but he does foul him. T-Mac. Mutombo sets a screen. McGrady, another three-pointer. This one is missed yet again. Jason Kidd trying to take over this game, taking it inside. Tough bucket is missed. Missed his last 2 attempts. Tough one as he misses again. Philly desperately is in need of a stop. Kerry Kittles all the way. It's blocked. Tracy McGrady the rebound. Here we go. Kobe, this time he has it after T-Mac misses 3 attempts. They give it back to Tracy McGrady. Another 3 from the same spot. Draws the foul for the and one. You have got to be kidding me. Tracy McGrady. Big possession. Jason Kidd sets a screen. That's a deep three-pointer. Misses. Rebound McCall. And Kobe almost gets the steal. Not quite. Contested three-pointer is once again missed. And so the 76ers are taking a massive 3-1 lead. And with all the momentum on their side, it would be easy for Kobe and T-Mac to finish things off as they blow out the Nets and are back in the NBA Finals. Waiting would be Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and the Spurs. And this series is a chess match, tied at 2 apiece. Game 5 would be pivotal. Screen comes from Derek Coleman. T-Mac had a big shot in the conference finals in Game 4 as he lays it up and in. Not much you could say. Tim Duncan all the way to the basket, lays it up and in for an easy bucket. T-Mac coming off a screen. They find Kobe. That's a big-time shot. They need it! Green light for Kobe Bryant. Tim Duncan in the post. Trying to use his post move magic as he misses. Derek Coleman the rebound. Here comes Tracy McGrady. T-Mac driving inside all the way to the basket. Beautiful move from T-Mac. That's a big 3 for the tie. Misses. Chance for Philly to ice the game here. Screen comes. T-Mac probably for the win. Misses. Chance for San Antonio to tie it all up. Here's Porter out to Steve Smith. He's going to pull a tight, contested 3. It's missed. T-Mac the rebound. Philly seizes control, then closes the door with a blowout in Game 6. Back-to-back champions. A dynasty is in full bloom. As we officially enter the 2000s and they collect their second ring, Kobe is now a 98 overall, with McGrady reaching a 95. And this truly is one of the best duos of all time. Whereas Kobe shaves his head, he is completely unstoppable, proving to the world that he is still the best player and wins his second MVP. In the meantime, Tracy McGrady continues to make All-NBA second teams. And the question all around the world is, can Tracy McGrady and Kobe Bryant make NBA history and three-peat for the first time since the Michael Jordan era, dominating the Wizards and then the Hawks? But a challenge awaits them. Chauncey Billups, Ben Wallace, and the Pistons. where the grit and grind in this Pistons team and their complete lack of fear surprises the Sixers as the Pistons go up 3-2. And they can end the dynasty late in Game 6. Ben Wallace is fouled out. They go to Cliff Robinson. Back out to Chauncey Billups now. 4 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to have to make a move. 2 seconds here. Tough shot from Chauncey Billups. Big-time players make big-time plays. Here's Kobe bringing up the ball for the 76ers. We saw T-Mac handle the ball a lot. That's a wide-open three-pointer as he knocks it down. It doesn't get much more wide open than that for Kobe Bean Bryant. Great pass to Robinson for a slam dunk. The Pistons play as a team so well. Last time it was Kobe, now it's T-Mac. Great pass to Derek Coleman. Back and forth we go in the fourth. What is this? That's the best shot you could come up with. Coleman grabs hold of the rebound and a chance for the Sixers to take the lead. Into Kobe. Kobe puts it in. Here's Billups. A second separates shot clock and game clock. They're looking to tie up the game. Chauncey Billups inside, bodying his defender. What a block. Last chance opportunity for Detroit. Here is Chauncey Billups. Behind the back. Gets his defender jumping. Pulls a three and misses. Philly will be forcing a Game 7. In Game 7, the Pistons have a second chance at ending the party in Philadelphia. Out to Corliss Williamson. Doesn't take it. Richard Hamilton now. 76er played some great defense in Game 6. That's a great pass. Great defense from T-Mac. Coleman aimed to Kobe now. Kobe, tough shot is good. Big time bucket for Kobe Bryant. Rip. Can't find the shot. Once again, just brilliant defense from the 76ers. Eric Snow out to Kobe. His mid-range for the lead. Misses. Eric Snow the rebound. T-Mac for three. No good. Back-to-back open jumpers. And that might be the biggest choke of the night. Missing free throws in the clutch, meaning Philly does not need a three to tie it up. Tracy McGrady might be the one to take it. I feel like Kobe should be taking these shots. Kobe gets loose. Is that a charge? I can't even tell. It is a charge. What a defensive effort from Ben Wallace. And so the Pistons have done it, shutting down the 76ers, and maybe have ended the dynasty. In the offseason, Kobe is devastated. With his dream of three-peating being shattered, he is not happy as they both make All-NBA first teams. And it does seem like the loss of the Pistons didn't get under their skin as they shut down the Bucks and then the Raptors very easily. But when they play the Pistons, it's a worse outcome than before as they get destroyed in an easy 5 games. And that's it. 2 years removed from back-to-back titles, the partnership ends. Tracy McGrady leaves, and one of the greatest what-if duos in basketball history is over. It's time to fast-forward 7 years into the future, where up next, Kawhi Leonard is being drafted number 11 instead of 15, creating an awesome young duo of Steph Curry and Kawhi Leonard. We're in training camp. It's clear this duo has potential, but it will take a lot of hard work in order for them to seriously make a mark in the league. Where in 2012, Steph is still settling into the NBA, averaging a solid 18 points a game, and is finally proving himself as a legit scoring point guard. On the other hand, Kawhi's rookie season is very quiet, where he is obviously an elite defender, but definitely needs work on offense. This team, though, is still very young, as they completely missed the playoffs. But things are looking good. As Curry rises to an 85 overall and Kawhi reaches an 81, they are expected to finally be a playoff contender in 2013. And the duo is really starting to heat up, as Steph averages a little over 20 points for the first time, and Kawhi, focusing on his defense, becomes the anchor on this Golden State Warriors squad. They do make the playoffs, but would have to beat the San Antonio Spurs, an absolute dynasty. And as expected, they hold a quick and easy 3-2 lead. Game 6 going down to the wire. Here's a close game between the Spurs and the Warriors. Ginobili spins, tough shot with the left hand. This Spurs team is as experienced as it gets, and this is this duo's first playoff series. Here comes Draymond setting a screen as Kawhi handling possessions. The second-year pro as he draws the foul. Taking it inside, pull up mid-range as he misses. Kawhi the rebound. Here comes Golden State. Draymond sets the screen. Kawhi Leonard, pull up midi, misses. Richard Jefferson Pull-up three-pointer, tough shot is missed. And the Spurs foul. And so the Warriors force a huge Game 7. But sadly, as the Spurs go back home, their experience and overall greatness in these tense moments carries them to an easy victory. The Warriors just barely falling short in 2013. Luckily, a 7-game series against a dynasty is exactly what this duo needed. As Curry rises to an 88 overall, Kawhi reaches an 84. And the overall boost clearly shows as Curry makes his first All-Star game and is putting up great numbers in 2014. While Kawhi starts to improve his scoring, averaging 20 points for the first time. And finally, this team has reached the next level and are favorites in a playoff series, going up against an aging Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks, rematching Tim Duncan, Parker, and the Spurs. But this year, things seem different, as the Warriors hold a 2-1 lead. Game 4 will go down to the wire. 5 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to have to force something up, and it's stolen by Tim Duncan. Here is Anthony. Into Ginobili, almost stolen, and that's great defense from Draymond. Looked like it could have been a foul. Barnes into Bogut, and Bogut gets the layup to go. Screen comes from Matt Bonner. Tony Parker driving in on Curry. Tough bucket is missed. Bogut the rebound. Here's Curry. Double team comes. Wide open. Kawhi 3. Bang! 7-point lead with 40 seconds remaining. And so the Golden State Warriors shock the world, taking a huge 3-1 lead. And with momentum on their side and Kawhi having a great game, they take out the Spurs. One dynasty has been knocked down. But another great team is next. Kevin Durant, Westbrook, and the Thunder. And as expected, this OKC team has been waiting for the moment where they wouldn't have to play the Spurs to reach the finals, and are looking to make the last dance late in Game 6. Here's Westbrook, 3-point game. They're looking to go back to the finals for the first time since 2012. Kevin Martin picks up his dribble out to Westbrook now. Curry on him. Westbrook post fade away, misses. Bogut, the screen. 3 seconds here. Big time three-pointer. That's a tough shot from Kawhi. Thunder have a chance to ice the game. Kevin Durant with it. Puts on the moves on Harrison Barnes. Picks up his dribble, steps back, mid-range. Beautiful stuff from Kevin Durant. It doesn't get much better than that. Still a little bit of time to crawl back into this one. Kawhi has it. Draymond on the screen. Leonard all the way to the basket. Draws a foul and one. The Warriors are back in this one. Ibaka sets a screen. 7 seconds separate shot on the game clock. Westbrook, his three-pointer. No good. Bogut the rebound. Chance for Golden State to tie it up. Is he taking a three for the win is the question. Sizing up Westbrook. Step back. That's a tough shot for the win. No good. Oklahoma is heading back to the NBA Finals. But with a championship on their mind, the Thunder are in trouble as LeBron sees this as a huge opportunity, dominating the Thunder and shutting them down in 6 games, where the championship dream feels impossible. But things are about to change for OKC as they draft a young European phenom named Nikola Jokic. And finally, the Thunder might have a team good enough to stop LeBron James. But they'll need to get past the West first, because Kawhi and Curry look great in the offseason and are hungry for a championship, where 2015 will be a huge shift in the NBA in general, as Steph Curry lights up the entire league, changing the game and winning his first MVP. Kawhi reaching the next level as he makes an all-star game, averaging 25 points a game. Meanwhile, in OKC, Nikola Jokic was a steal at 29, playing solid minutes for the Thunder, and proves he might be the next big thing, showing his versatility and receiving the Rookie of the Year. But the Warriors don't care. They are the number 1 seed, completely sweeping the Dallas Mavericks and continue their quest as the obvious favorites in the Western Conference, shutting down their opponent in 6 games. But the Thunder are no slouches, because they already beat this Warriors team, and with their secret European weapon intact, many fans feel like they should be favorites out in the West as they lock in versus the Clippers and play a New Orleans Pelicans team that really only has Anthony Davis. All I know is that there's only 2 teams that anyone cares about, the Golden State Warriors and the OKC Thunder, and they of course match up in the conference finals. And this series is incredibly close. But with the experience of the Thunder and the maturity of a newly added Nikola Jokic, they hold a 3-2 lead. Game 6 would, of course, go down to the wire. KD and the Thunder are looking to take out Golden State once again, and this time they have a secret weapon named Nikola Jokic. Westbrook out to Kevin Durant. Back to Ibaka. His mid-range is missed. Andrew Bogut sets the screen. Kawhi, that's a big-time shot. Misses. Jokic the rebound. Here comes OKC. Ibaka to Westbrook. Jokic, easy dunk. Bogut sets a screen. Leonard for 3. Misses again from the same spot. Westbrook taking it in all the way for a dunk. The most Westbrook thing you'll ever see. This time it might be Steph taking this big shot. We saw him miss a big go-ahead bucket in last year of the conference finals. They go to Kawhi this time. Kawhi post-took, tough shot is missed. Jokic reels in the rebound. 4 seconds here. 3 seconds. Kawhi for the tie. Good! This time he hits a big one. 0.8 seconds. Kevin Durant. That's not going to count. He does not get it off in time. We are headed to overtime. In overtime, the game still cannot be decided. Big free throws for the Warriors here. Sean Livingston knocks down the first. So to make it a 4-point game with 13 seconds left as he misses the second. Are they going for 2 in this moment? They only have 5 seconds left. They're going to have to go for 3. Durant back to Westbrook. His three-pointer, no good. The Warriors will be holding on and forcing a winner go home. This Game 7 would be incredibly entertaining. Westbrook driving in on Curry all the way as he draws the foul. Kawhi driving in on KD. Pull up mid-range. Misses. David Lee the rebound and puts it up. Way too easy for him. Jokic, the big body screen. Westbrook. Jokic is open, but Westbrook's going to take it all by himself. David Lee screen. Kawhi rises, puts in the midi. Warriors holding on for dear life here. They switch Sean Livingston onto Westbrook. I don't know where Curry went. I think he might have fouled out again. I have to check that. Westbrook missing the midi. Kawhi taking it in. He's going to have to save the day. That's a beautiful move. Puts it in for the lead. Here's Westbrook on the perimeter. Driving in on Livingston. Pull up mid-range for the tie. Never mind for the 1-point lead. Did not mean to say that. Will Golden State be going home in back-to-back seasons? Kawhi to the basket. Draws the foul. 10 seconds here. Biggest possession of the game as you would expect. Westbrook putting on the moves on Sean Livingston into Jokic. The rookie gets blocked. Gets it back. Blocked again! Golden State is going to the NBA Finals. You have got to be kidding me. Playing LeBron James and his brand new Big Three in Cleveland. And Kawhi and Curry are finally ready to take the next step as they hold a 3-2 lead and finally have a chance of winning a chip late in Game 6. Steps it back. Can't find the shot. Trying to force it up. It's not really working. He's going to draw a foul, though. Trying to take it in. David Lee picks him up. Tough shot. What a block from Bogut. Back out to J.R. Smith. Kyrie, his three-pointer. No good. That's an insane 3. Misses. I don't like that shot. Trying to take it in on Bogut. Puts it in. Bogut, a screen. Curry, a deep one. Tough shot. Sizing up Kawhi. Kyrie, step back, gets Curry leaning. Kyrie Irving and swerving. What a shot. 5 seconds. Curry looking to win his first championship. 2 seconds. Curry. That's a tough shot. Puts it in. Stephen Curry wins it at the buzzer for the Golden State Warriors. And he is finally an NBA champion. After Curry and Kawhi finally collect their first ring, they feel unstoppable. But Jokic is angry. And in just his second season, he puts in the work, rising to an 87 overall. And his hard work seriously pays off because he looks 10 times more physically fit. And not only that, has the experience of playing important minutes in a deep playoff run. But in order to beat the Warriors, he'll need to beat the best player in the league. Because currently, it's clear that it's Stephen Curry, as he has one of the best seasons of all time and gains his second MVP. Not only that, but Kawhi reaches the next level, making an All-NBA second team, and this Warriors team is hungry for back-to-back titles, looking to make NBA history as they completely sweep the Utah Jazz with ease. Where on the other side, the trio in OKC looks phenomenal, and it might finally be their time to shine, dominating the Timberwolves, and some people genuinely thought that the Clippers would be contenders, but not against the Thunder, as they beat them in an easy 5 games, with Kevin Durant leading his team in hopes of finally bringing a championship to the city he was drafted to. At the end of the day, as expected, it's a Thunder vs. Warrior Conference Finals. And obviously, it doesn't get much closer than this. The series all tied up at 2 apiece, and the tie must break late in Game 5. The Thunder want their revenge after losing to this Golden State Warriors team last year. Taking it in on Steph Curry. Tough bucket is missed. That's actually solid defense from Steph. Here comes Kawhi now. Might try to tie the game. He's driving inside. Draws the foul. That's a hard foul on Ibaka. Jokic sets a screen. They go to Westbrook in the post. He wants to size up Curry. Tough bucket is good. Here is Curry. Verjao sets a screen. Curry for 3. Misses. Storming down the court is Russell Westbrook. Tough floater. Good. He has officially taken over the ball game. Trying to force it on Westbrook. Nothing is really working. Back out to Andre Iguodala. Draymond sets a screen. Iguodala, Curry. That is so wide open. How did he miss that shot? And so the Thunder take a huge 3-2 lead and finally have the edge as they head back home. And the Warriors' back-to-back hopes are over. The Thunder are heading to the NBA Finals, playing LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And LeBron is at his peak, his spotlight slightly diminishing with the amazing rivalry happening out west. He takes a 3-2 lead and has a chance to stop the Thunder late in Game 6. Kyrie Irving at the line looking to take a 1-point lead after a devastating loss in the NBA Finals to a Steph Curry buzzer beater in the last season. Kyrie on him, another behind the back, taking it inside. Tough shot from Westbrook, misses. Tristan Thompson the rebound. LeBron James taking it in on Kevin Durant. Force it up with the left hand. That's great defense from KD. What a matchup for with these two. Westbrook all the way to the basket, puts it in. Kevin Love screen. LeBron, left hand shot is missed. Ibaka grabs hold of the rebound. Jokic does have LeBron on him. That's an interesting matchup. Westbrook trying to take care of Kyrie, misses. LeBron grabs hold of the rebound, and here he comes. I don't know why. LeBron, wide open three-pointer. It doesn't get much more wide open than that. Here we go. Westbrook might be taking the shot, which I don't know if KD is going to be necessarily happy about. Westbrook for 3, misses. I don't like that shot from Russell Westbrook. And so, unfortunately, for Kevin Durant, Westbrook, Jokic, and the Thunder, it's going to be another disappointing season in the NBA Finals this time. As we enter the late 2010s, Jokic is about to be heartbroken early in his career, as his mentor Kevin Durant is taking his talents to Golden State, creating the greatest team of all time. And this genuinely is not fair. You thought it was bad enough when it was Clay, KD, and Curry. Imagine adding Kawhi Leonard, one of the greatest players of all time, as they become the first team to have 3 different players in an All-NBA first team. And as expected, they're completely unstoppable, taking out the Rockets. And then as they match up with a washed Spurs team, it's impossible to not only guard them, but also score on them, with Kawhi shutting down the best player on every team, basically destroying every team until they match up versus a familiar face, Jokic, Westbrook, and the Thunder. And while the Jokic-Westbrook duo is great, they are nowhere near the same level as these 3 absolute legends, the Warriors taking a comfortable 3-1 lead. But the Thunder won't give up late in Game 5. Westbrook and Jokic want revenge as Draymond gets a steal. Here comes Kevin Durant down the other end. Immediately pulls up a 3 and misses. Pachulia the rebound and puts it in. How do you stop this team? Westbrook is going to have a miracle happen here if he wants to pull the Thunder back in it. Tough shot, misses. Draymond the rebound. One more bucket and we can safely assume this game is put to bed. Out to Steph now. Curry Behind the back, steps out of bounds. What are they doing on offense? Driving in on Curry. Can't find the shot. Tough bucket. Good. Double team comes immediately. Kawhi is wide open. 4-3. Puts it in. 8-point game with 40 seconds remaining. Kawhi might have just iced it. And so the Warriors are going back to the NBA Finals and are looking to stop LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers, where even though Bron is at his absolute peak, there's not much he can do as he goes down 3-1 to this amazing team. Game 5 will go down to the last minute. Second free throw's up and it's good. 3-point game in Cleveland. The Warriors are looking to spoil LeBron's party and take him down. Kevin Love sets a screen for LeBron. LeBron driving inside, pull up mid-range, good. Taking it in. Tough bucket over Kyrie, can't finish. Kyrie in the corner, trying to take the lead. Drives inside on Curry, misses the layup. Curry, step back, three-pointer! What a play from Stephen Curry! LeBron taking it on Kevin Durant. Very good defense from KD. LeBron misses the post hook. Cavaliers foul. And so the Warriors have fulfilled their super team destiny, winning an NBA championship and solidifying themselves as the best team of all time. But we're taking a break from them because instead of taking Lonzo Ball, the Lakers draft Jason Tatum, where there's a new face of the Lakers. And things are different than when he was in Boston because the team is all his as he plays great and receives a Rookie of the Year. Obviously, though, missing the playoffs. But if you're wondering what's going on in Golden State, they're obviously still winning championships. And in 2018, it's even more dominant fashion. They completely wreck all their competition, destroying the Toronto Raptors, where Steph Curry, Kawhi, and KD are now back-to-back NBA champions and will continue winning as long as they stay together. And obviously, LeBron is not happy, and he needs a change as he joins the Lakers, meaning there's a new duo in LA. And immediately these two click in training camp. Tatum learning a ton off LeBron, and he's ready to take his game to the next level. Unfortunately, his stats do take a slight hit, but that's only because he's now playing alongside LeBron James. Unfortunately, this team is still inconsistent as they lose in round 1, and it's clear they need another piece as they trade for Anthony Davis. I think this trio can win multiple rings. The 2020 season starts out amazing. Tatum making his first All-Star game and putting up solid stats. And overall, this trio is clicking very well until March, as COVID hits the world and basketball is canceled, which is kind of a blessing in disguise for Tatum, giving him the opportunity to lock in and improve his game. With that summer, the bubble is officially here, and basketball is back. The Lakers have the number 1 seed in this highly experimental season, and with LeBron at his peak and Anthony Davis and Tatum playing at a great level, they are huge favorites to win it all, sweeping the Utah Jazz, playing Harden, Westbrook, and the Rockets. And while this Rockets team is great, they are not on the same level as this trio that many fans feel could become the next dynasty, as the Lakers take a 2-1 lead. But Westbrook won't give up late in Game 4. Here comes James Harden. Recently is on the Rockets now as Harden misses. Westbrook is also here, leaving Jokic behind. As you would expect, Tatum, big-time three-pointer, knocks it down and takes a 1-point lead. Trying to take it on LeBron, step back midi. This is great defense from LeBron James. Harden's going to pull a 3 and knock it down, taking the lead right back. Here's LeBron, spins, takes it up and in as he draws the foul. Spins, taking it inside. What a move from Russell Westbrook. He's keeping his team in the game. Tatum, that's a bad pass. Chance for Houston to take a 2-possession lead. Taking it in on Caldwell Pope. He's had an unbelievable game as he drives in for a slam dunk. Might be the last chance opportunity for the Lakers. They need a 3. Tatum has it. Taking it in. Wants a 2-pointer. Puts it in. They're going to need some missed free throws here. First one's up for Eric Gordon as he misses the free throw. Question is, will the Lakers go for 3? LeBron pulls one, misses. Harden grabs hold of the rebound. And so the Rockets will be tying up the series. And LeBron is used to these close series as he locks in for Game 5, determined to finally get back into the winner's circle and takes a 3-2 lead. Game 6 will be an Anthony Davis masterclass. Into Anthony Davis, mismatch with PJ Tucker on him, all the way to the basket. Step back, tough shot is missed. Rebound, JaVale McGee. Here's Anthony Davis now. LeBron into Anthony Davis. AD post fade away. Is it his turn to take over? Taking it in on LeBron. What a block. And gets his own rebound. What a play from LeBron. Tatum now in the corner, and they foul. Caldwell Pope into JaVale McGee. JaVale McGee gets an easy layup. 6-point lead. 13 seconds separate shot clock and game clock. And so LeBron James is back thanks to his partner in crime, Anthony Davis, going up against Kawhi, Paul George, and the Clippers. And this is the Battle of LA that the whole world has been waiting for. A highly anticipated war would live up to the hype. The Lakers taking a 3-2 lead and have a chance to reach the finals late in Game 6. Since 2017, Anthony Davis puts in the lefty hook. Now it's Patrick Beverley, his three-pointer. Bang! Pat Bev hitting big-time threes. Davis back out to Tatum now. Let's see what Tatum has. Tatum, tough bucket, good on Paul George. Kawhi can't find it on Anthony Davis. Great defense from AD. Great defense as he gets the block. Taking it in all the way. For a slam dunk, it's been nothing but AD in the past couple hop-ins. Screen comes, pull up mid-range, misses. And so the Lakers are heading back to the NBA Finals. And LeBron is back in the winner's circle, playing Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. And obviously this Lakers team is far better, where Tatum could be a champion late in Game 5. LeBron now, Dragic on him. He can take advantage of this matchup all he wants as he draws the foul. Kelly Olynyk comes and sets a screen. Goran Dragic driving inside. Kick out. Olynyk wide open. Misses. Tatum. 3-ball. Misses. Kelly the screen. Oh, that should have been a steal, but the pass goes through. The question is, will the Miami Heat foul? Lakers could finish things off here. Tatum taking it in on Jimmy Butler. I don't know why he took that shot. Jimmy Butler. Dragic looking to tie up the game. Back out to Winslow now. It's going to be Justice Winslow taking this big shot. Danny Green picks him up. That's a block from JaVale McGee. And the Lakers are NBA champions. And so in just his third NBA season, Jason Tatum is an NBA champion, and they are the winner of the bubble. After collecting his first ring with his new teammates, the Lakers are on top of the world. And Jason Tatum has a brand new look, and he balls out, averaging a great 24 points. But there is some criticism on this Lakers team. Obviously, they are a great squad, but fans are calling their 2020 championship a Mickey Mouse ring, since it was won in the bubble. And this makes LeBron angry as he destroys the Grizzlies and continuing their dominance on a Denver Nuggets team that for now has no shot at stopping the Lakers, losing in a relatively tough 6-game series, playing Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and the Suns. Where as expected, when healthy, the Lakers are one of the best teams ever as they take a huge 3-2 lead after winning on the road. They can reach back-to-back finals late in Game 6. Bridges coming off the screen. Back to CP3. He has the mismatch he wants. Much slower defender. Chris Paul pulls a midi and knocks it down in the post. LeBron James, tough shot, misses. Cameron Johnson, that is a wide open three-pointer. Knocks it down for the 8-point lead. And so the Phoenix Suns force a huge Game 7. This winner-go-home game would be cinematic. Ayton sets a screen. Chris Paul all the way, tough bucket, back out to Bridges. He's wide open for three, knocks it down. Gasol comes and sets a big screen. Tatum, pull up mid-range, misses. He's missing a lot in the clutch from what I've noticed. Mikal Bridges, another three-pointer, misses this time. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's almost stolen by Chris Paul, and he's forced to foul. Looks like he's trying to go for 2. 5 seconds, hello, you guys gotta make a move. Covington pulls one, misses. And LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers are heading back to the NBA Finals, playing Giannis and the Bucks. And Giannis is at his peak, taking a 3-2 lead, and has a chance to quiet the crowd late in Game 6. Here's Giannis in the post. pushing his way through. Good actual defense from Tatum, though. Gasol sets the screen. Jason Tatum. Pull up mid-range. Good. Brook Lopez sets the screen. Dante DiVincenzo rises for the 3 ball for a 5-point lead. Jason Tatum behind the back. Tough shot. Draws the foul. Missing free throws at the absolute worst time. It's not looking too good for the Lakers. And so the Milwaukee Bucks crushed the dreams of a Lakers back-to-back. And Giannis is officially the best player in the world. But luckily, Jason Tatum is now 4 years in and is now one of the best players in the league. And he proves that in 2022, making an All-NBA team and is now the second scoring option in LA. Or 2022 will be a revenge year for the Lakers. They want to shut up the critics who think they can only win in the bubble, as they beat the Nuggets again and play a relatively weak Jazz team that has no chance against this superstar trio playing Steph Curry and the Warriors. And while Curry is at his absolute peak, let's be real, the rest of his team is just not talented enough to put a dent in the Lakers as he goes down 3-2. Anthony Davis would dominate late in Game 6. Seems like Tatum is handling a lot more possessions. Westbrook has it. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Misses. AD the rebound and the putback. Man, he's been amazing in this section of the video. Driving inside, puts it in. LeBron deep in the post. Post hook. Another rebound and putback from Anthony Davis. He really is unstoppable in the sim. Bringing up the ball. That's a tough three. Misses. Lakers have a chance to ice the game and go back to the finals for a third straight season. Double team comes, leaving Austin Reeves wide open for 3. Big bucket from Reeves. And so the Lakers are heading back to the NBA Finals for a third straight time, playing KD, Kyrie, and the Brooklyn Nets. This series is all tied up, but the tie must break in Game 5. This is for a big-time 2-point lead with 1 minute and 34 seconds remaining in this one. Kyrie into Kevin Durant now. Tatum there, but Kevin Durant lays it up and in. Anthony Davis comes and sets a screen. Tatum. That's a good pass. AD puts it in. Man, he is so good. Out to Seth Curry. Doesn't take it. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Big possession. Seth Curry gets to the basket. Tatum. Tough shot is missed. He was looking for the foul. Chance for the Brooklyn Nets to take the lead now. This is the biggest possession of the night. Kevin Durant sizing up LeBron. 2 seconds. That is for the lead. Kevin Durant misses. No timeouts for the Lakers. Push the pace. Anthony Davis from half court. And we are going to overtime. In overtime, the game still cannot be decided. Tatum. Pull up mid-range. Misses. Anthony Davis, another offensive rebound. The king of offensive boards. Tatum on him. Cam Thomas. Is that an offensive foul? It is. Tatum the screen and the roll. He just glitched. Draws the foul. Doesn't quite get the and one, though. 10 seconds here. Durant inside. Tough bucket is missed. He does draw the foul. They're not fouling quite yet. Tatum all the way to the basket for a 3-point lead. 20 seconds here. Nets probably need a 3. Is it really Cam Thomas taking this? Trying to drive in on Anthony Davis. He gets the layup to go. Kyrie, last chance opportunity. Give it to their 3-point sniper. Joe Harris misses. It was a good look, but good defense from the Lakers. And so the Lakers take a huge 3-2 lead. And with the momentum on their side and going back home, Game 6 would be easy. And LA has proven the critics wrong. They are NBA champions. With 2 rings on his finger and at just 23 years old, Tatum's future is very bright. But with LeBron getting old, both him and Anthony Davis struggle with injuries. And even though Tatum has a great season, making an All-NBA first team for the first time, he can't carry them past the Mavericks, where he takes his talents elsewhere, signing a max contract. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe and check out the 2 videos on the screen. Bye!